What's going on, guys? So today we're looking at a ping tester. What is a ping tester? This is a ping tester. So these things are actually super cool if you guys are getting into silver coinage, or if you've been in silver coinage for a long time. You can use this to verify the validity of your silver. So this is from Sound Money Metals. I found these guys on Instagram, and these things cost about $20, give or take. I mean, they have some kind of holiday package deal right now. They also offer a ton of different fake coins. So these are fake precious metal coinage. And in the background, I have my old fake Morgan dollars. And we're going to compare that to some real Morgan dollars. I got some 40% half Kennedys here, and I got some silver quarters. And we're just going to jump right into here. So first off, this is the kit, the basic kit. You get the actual tester. All right. You get this little ping stick or stack stick, they call it. This is to literally hit the coin itself. I didn't think this was like super necessary at first. You could kind of flick the coin, but this does help quite a bit. All right. Let's go ahead and take everything else out of here. You can see there's a pack of extra rubber tips. That's what actually holds the coin. All right, very simple. This is just the band holding everything together. Sound Money Metals is what it is. The pocket pinger. All right, you can scan this QR code for training videos and stuff. This actually, there's a phone app which I'm going to use in correspondence with this tester to test these coins, so that if you do this by ear, all right, by yourself, if you get really used to hearing the difference between real silver and fake silver with specific coins, you could do this on your own. You could just listen to it. But especially if you're a beginner, and for me, this is something that's, I know kind of what silver sounds like compared to non-silver, but this app made it extremely dummy-proof, okay? So I'll show you that in a second as well. So it's a really simple concept. All right, let's take a real Morgan. All right, what we do is pinch that open, put the coin pretty much centered in here, all right, and then ping it. It's that simple. That's all you have to do. And of course, this is genuine silver. It has a specific tone. Now let's compare that to one of their fake coins here. Take that out of here. Here's a fake Morgan. Looks legit. I mean, it does happen to say fake copy on it there. But, a quick view, I mean, they look like the same thing, right? Let's hear the difference. So this is not silver. It's a much higher pitch sound. Fake silver, real silver. It is quite different. You have to have it to compare, and that's why they offer these fake coins as well, because if you didn't have a fake coin, which most people don't, if you collect silver stuff, you might not have a fake coin laying around. You're obviously not looking for those. You're trying to avoid those at all costs. You wouldn't have anything to compare it to. So it's nice to have that comparison. So let's go ahead and use the app here. Let me find it on my phone. I already downloaded. I've been doing this or using this for, I want to say, like 2 or 3 weeks now. I'm finally got the hang of it and everything. It is really easy to use, but I want to make a video on it to show it, especially since I've been talking a lot more about precious metals lately. For people who are new to it. So here's the, actually, let me see. Let me back out of this for a second, see what it's called. It's just literally called Coin Tester. All right, so you guys can see that. So click on it. Now you want to find the coin, and right now we're going to look at Morgans. So worldwide, I don't need a specific year. Just type in, let's see, last name I was looking at Kennedy's. Morgan, search for that. Morgan, obviously 1878 to 1921, 90% pure silver. Go ahead and select that. All right, now this is all you have to do. We have the real one in here still. You're going to hit the check button on the bottom. All right, let me zoom in here a little bit so you guys can see this. Right there where it says check, once you hit that button, it's going to listen, it's going to record the sound. and then you ping it a couple times. All right, so I'll do 3 times. Simple. And analyzed it. It says 3 out of 3. Great. All right. So we have 3 stars. Let's try it again here. Whoop. You want to get a decent little smack on that. Same thing, 3 out of great, or excuse me, 3 out of 3. Great. So in comparison, you might think, all right, well, I think I know if it's different. Well, here's the fake one. Let's go ahead and try it again with the fake one. Zero out of 3. Bad. So that is not good. It's bad. Let's go ahead and try that again. No good. 0 out of 3. So, I mean, it's really, really straightforward. Let's put that fake one back. All right. Let's put this real Morgan back. Let's try this. Let me try it with another Morgan here. This one's well worn compared to the other one. Man, what a difference in that sound. The last one was a bad smack, but still shows 3 out of 3. All right, so pretty interesting. Let's go ahead, let's try one of these Kennedys. All right, these are Kennedys that I just got in my find. So click the top, go ahead and search Kennedy. Search for that. 40% Kennedys from 1965 to 1970. We'll select that. All right, this is a 1967. Put that in there again, just kind of centered. Get it a little stick here. All right, we'll go ahead and check it. There you go. 3 out of 3. And so forth. We'll go ahead and check one of these quarters just because I took them out. All right. Try to look it up a different way. This is a 1957. These are 90% silver. So let's go ahead and put the year. 1957. And silver worldwide quarter. There you go. It's going to be the 90% silver quarters. Let's go ahead and test this. Again, you know, the size of the coin, how thick it is, it's all going to sound slightly different, but in general, as you do this test over and over with many different coins, you can really kind of pick up on that. So you don't necessarily need the app, but the app does make it dummy proof. And you can see, 3 out of 3 is great. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really straightforward. Let's go ahead and back this out here. I think it's awesome. Now for me, this is something that it's helpful. I mean, specifically if I'm looking for coins, like, you know, if I'm doing a coin hunt or something, that's regular circulated money. It's not like really in question, but if you're doing any kind of trades with people online, which I do constantly, I get the majority, the vast majority of my silver in my silver collection through trades. And it's not necessarily because the other person is trying to rip you off or scam you. When people get scammed, they think they have something that's real and they might pass it on as real. It happens all the time. It happens with knives a lot. I've gotten offers to people who have, you know, fake PM2s or something. And, you know, they don't know it's fake. They bought it, they got a good price on it, whatever. They think it's real, they use it, whatever. It's time to, you know, get rid of it. They want to trade it. They're not trying to trick me, but they have been tricked. You know, so specifically with coins like Morgan dollars, you know, and there's a bunch of different coins out there that I might not be super familiar with, and I want to do a trade with someone. It's just something that I can test myself. It's something that's really, really easy and simple to do, specifically, you know, with the phone app. If I just did it by ear, at first I wouldn't know what I'm listening to. You know, the fake one, like I said, if you've never heard these before, here's one of the fake Morgans that I had before. If you didn't know what you're listening for, You know, it rings. Okay, sounds, oh, that must be silver. It's ringing. No, this one inside, I believe, is brass. Okay, so that's brass compared to, pop one of these out. Compared to silver. It's just, it is very, very different. But without the comparison, you just wouldn't know. You wouldn't know the difference. This one here is quite dirty. This looks like, you know, who knows, because the front is quite polished. I don't know if that was cleaned or what, and the back is kind of funky looking. That looks like it could possibly be fake, right? But it sounds legit. Let's check it out real quick. Let's put the fake back so I don't mix that up on accident. All right. Let's go back to, let's get rid of that date. And go back here to Morgan. Morgan's, there we go. All right, let's give this a shot here. All right, check. And it's good. It's good to go. So really simple, very you know, simple concept here. There's like this little bar, so when the coin's in, let me put one back in. Shouldn't have got rid of it because I'm trying to explain this. So you could flick it, you know what I mean? It kind of, I forget how you do it. Just doing that, it kind of rings. Let's see. It's not as loud, but it did pick up on it. Still shows good, but you get just such a positive sound when you use the stick, if you use it properly. But what's happening is it's hitting this little bar, and then it's immediately released from the bar, so it's allowing that to you know, draw out and still vibrate. So there you go, 3 out of 3. So yeah, this is just a super cool little tester. All right, it's affordable. I'd love to eventually get one of those electronic testers that are $1,000 to $2,000 and up. You know, so that's not something I you know, could afford at the moment. But this is something that, you know, anyone can probably pick up if you were serious about collecting. You know, the $20 to $25 is a good investment if you happen to deal with a lot of different change, a lot of different coins and stuff. And you just want a quick little feedback. You know, you don't want to have to drill through it or you know, sand it down. I've done that in the past where I was, you know, something was a little bit questionable, and I tried to just, you know, sand just a little bit on the edge and look at it close to see if there's like brass underneath it or something. But you know, you're damaging the coin. You know, you can use these testers, well, obviously without damaging anything at all. So I'm not sure if you can get these from different precious metals dealers yet. I didn't really check. But I know you can get them directly from the website. It's coinpingtest.com. All right, and I think there's even another website that will link you to there. But anyway, just wanted to pass this on for anyone who was curious. I've been getting a lot more messages ever since I started talking about precious metals and stuff. People who are kind of interested, they want to get into it. But the biggest fear for people, there's actually 2 fears. The first one is, how am I going to sell it? Because people know they can buy it, but when it comes time to sell it, and that's the whole reason they're buying it in the first place, is to eventually sell it, how can I sell it? You know, and they're worried about that. Is it going to be hard to sell? The second thing that people are always worried about is, well, what if I get duped? What if I buy something that's fake? And there's always that possibility. Whenever there are ways to make money, the scam artists are out there trying to pick up and make money illegally, right? We know that. So there's always a possibility, you know, when you're dealing with people, even good people, good, honest people, they don't know they have something that's fake and they're trying to pass it on, just thinking that they're selling regular precious metals like coins and stuff. So having something like this could be very valuable. You know, even if you had one fake coin you avoided buying, you know, for 40 bucks or something, you're buying a Morgan, 35 bucks, whatever it happens to be, it would already have paid itself off. You know, I just think it's kind of cool. For me, as kind of an amateur collector, it's a must-have because I'm starting to you know, dive into the hobby a little bit more. And once you start getting more coins to do a trade and get like, you know, 15, 20 coins in a trade, you know, things look legit, but I don't really know. These Morgan dollars are crazy. The ones that they send you say copy. This one is legit. This was in the pile here. Put those back. But these coins will say fake copy on it, right? So everything looks real except for it's literally marked fake copy. Whereas these Morgans over here came from a Chinese website. These don't say anything on them. All right, there's nothing that's telling you that this is fake. I know it's fake. It's not the right size. I know they're brass under there because I have dismantled them before. I have sanded them down. But these are just references for what a fake might look like that's not marked, you know? So, you know, it could get pretty scary and a little intimidating out there if you don't know what you're looking at, you know? And you definitely don't want to get something that you think is real and it's not. So something like this is just a cool, handy tool to have. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to pass this on to you guys if anyone was interested. Thanks for watching. If you guys have other testers that you use, please let me know down in the comment section. I'd love to have as many as possible that I can, you know, actually afford to buy. Eventually, I'd love to have one of those actual electronic machines, but right now they're just out of my reach. You know, but if this builds and builds and builds, obviously if you own a pawn shop or a coin shop or something, it's a must-have. They have multiple ways, I'm sure they check their stuff, but you know, to be able to put it on a machine in 2 seconds, hit a button or two, and it says yes, it's real, or no, it's not, and it's, you know, guaranteed to be accurate, you know, that's different. This is pretty darn accurate with this app. I mean, I've yet to have fooled it. I tried all the fake coins and all the real coins they have, and it's accurate every single time. And let me know if it's real or not. Doing it just by ear, you could make a mistake here or there unless you've been doing this for a long time and you know exactly what to listen for. Anyway, that's all for now, guys. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.